How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Prime Energon, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye Autobot HOUND. Found this at my local Target. They only had one left, and they also did have a Scourge there too as well. I have Sweep, and I really don't want to spend another $40 or $50 on another version of that, even though, you know, it's especially when it's the same freaking mold. They need to do something better. So first and foremost, let's take a look at the packaging over here. So nice packaging. Transformers Studio Series More Than Meets the Eye. This targets Studio Series 86 is what they're calling it now, is More Than Meets the Eye collection. You get some 40th anniversary over here, 1986 to 2026. He is a deluxe class. You get some product shots on the back, and of course you get a nice screenshot of when Optimus comes out to kick ass, and product shots of Hound in robot mode and in his Jeep mode, which they did not accurately do over here since they weren't able to get licensing. They've done it before, but they couldn't do it now. And here you go. Or then during the War for Cybertron, apparently. Autobot HOUND Studio Series Transformers the movie up top. Autobot HOUND More Than Meets the Eye Transformers the movie, shit like that. So another failed. Well, I mean, it's not failed for me because I don't have this version, so I'm happy to have them. But for those of you who already have the War for Cybertron or the Earthrise, this is going to be exactly the same as that. If you got that 5-pack of the Autobots, pretty much exactly the same as you got from that, especially with Wheeljack on this new More Than Meets the Eye collection. Same version, Sunstreaker, you know, all of those, they're going to be the same as that 5-pack, so everybody's pissed off about it. I am a little bit. They keep using these War for Cybertron figures for so long. They're reusing them, and they're also reusing old Studio Series and calling them new. That's also kind of annoying. Taking a look at some of the detail of Hound, he looks fantastic. You get some nice decals on the front, some nice paint work of his hitch. Of the chest right here. You get some headlights right there, some lights over here to the side. Love the head sculpt, looks very G1-y. Love the shade of green that they are using for this guy. Nice blue eyes, looks fantastic. The back of the head sculpt cleans up pretty well. There's a screw hole back there, but not too big of a deal. Checking out the arms, you get some nice yellow striping on the front of the forearm. Checking out the side of the arm, some nice detailing on there as well. Again, this is the War for Cybertron age, so there is a little bit more surface detail than they're doing now. Taking a look at the waist, some nice yellow striping right here all along the waist. Lighter green. Love the combination of this darker green and lighter green with the gray. Looks fantastic. Taking a look at the legs, they clean up quite nicely. The front of the feet, you get a little bit of a gray striping on the toes. Some vents on there looking pretty good. Taking a look at the side profile, cleans up quite nicely. You do get some hollow backs, but that's due to transformation. Really not too bad. And then you get this huge hole on the back, which is kind of an eyesore. I kind of wish they would have figured something out with that, but it is what it is. And taking a look at the back, inside of the legs, cleans up quite nicely. You get some detail on the inside as well, so that is pretty cool. Taking it back, his windshield, which mine did have a few scuffs on there. Other than that, he looks fantastic, and I'm just happy to have this mold now. If you got that 5-pack or the original Earthrise Hound, you could probably skip this just because they're going to be exactly the same, and that 5-pack was expensive. His accessories is going to be his little blaster, which is a little flimsy over here because it does port into these ports, but they are not solid, as you can see right there. They're just sort of like little tab ports or whatever. You could see through them. So the connection isn't the strongest. It's very flimsy, but nonetheless, you do get his iconic shoulder blaster done two-tone in gray with some green on there, and this can be held in his hand if you wanted to, or be held as a shoulder cannon. Then you also do get his other blaster right here. Very simplistic. They are blast effect compatible, so that's pretty cool. And again, he can hold these in his hands, and you could probably put this over here on his shoulder as well. He could have 2 cannons and have that look. So going on over articulation for this guy. So the head is on a little bit of a joint, not too much. I don't think it's a ball joint. It's not very movable. It can rotate, but not too much up and down or side to side. Arms can go all the way around. They could go all the way out. You do have this hinge right here to do a backwards butterfly. It's just not clicking in. So mine isn't clicking in, so that's kind of unfortunate. You do get a upper bicep, get 90-degree bend at the bicep. You get some wrist rotation, which I was not expecting. Full waist. Legs can kick forward, legs can kick back, and they can kick out. You do get a upper thigh rotation with above 90-degree bend at the knee. And then you also do get some extreme ankle tiltage, no up and down for the toesies. A little bit, maybe. Oh, shit, it came off. Yeah. A little bit up and down, or maybe mainly up for the toes on that, because that's due to transformation. So here we go for comparison. So here we got the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye Autobot Hound, and here we go for the More Than Meets the Eye Leader Class Optimus Prime. Oh, you guys can tell the difference in the size of both of these guys. And here you go for the greatest figure Hasbro has ever released. It is going to be Hot Rod. So there you go for that. He is pretty good for when it comes down to the size. This is a fantastic figure. One of Hasbro's most perfect figures to look perfect in robot mode and in alt mode. He looks fantastic. And I only found this guy for like 20 bucks a long time ago when I started doing videos. So got him for an excellent deal. And there you go for comparisons. So going on a transformation for this guy, pretty simple to do. So you're going to pretty much just rotate the arms inward, just like so. Rotate this one inward. You're going to bring these out. That way you can unhoop this chest and bring this chest up. And all of this will start to get out of the way. And you could just go ahead and snap that into place. You could bring the windshield up and keep that there for now. Now we're going to come on over to the feet, and we're going to unhinge the inside of the feet and bring this around. Unhinge the inside of the foot and accordion all that around. You can go ahead and attach this in the middle if you want to. The arms are going to come in and up a little bit. Bring the arm in and up a little bit. And there you go for the arms getting out of the way. Now, you guessed it, we're going to go ahead and bring the feet or the legs at the knee and collapse them forward and bring them down. Just like so. You get some tabs right here. They're going to go right above the wheel well and connect those front wheels and sort of tidy everything up. And for the feet, this is that transformation joint that we're talking about. These are going to go inward. The arms, you get some little tab connections that are right there. They're going to go into the forearms. And you're going to tab those together. Hound. Weapon storage. Put the cannon in the back. Get that look. Put the yellow one in the back as well. And taking a look at some of the details. So, chest stayed the same. Obviously, you get some nice blue for this windshield. You can see right there, looking quite nice. Nice lighter green for the headlights, the hitch, some lights, grill. But yeah, this is not a Jeep. It's not a Jeep. Some nice lighter green for the wheels. And of course, the darker gray plastic. They're not rubber, but they still look pretty good. So you get nice detailing underneath the wheel well. So that's actually pretty cool. No seats. No seats. It looks kind of horrendous in there. And no steering wheel. So I don't know how the hell anybody could drive this guy. Taking a little back. Unsightly gap on the back. And of course the hands just hanging out at the bottom. Yeah. Just hanging out at the bottom. That does not look the best. And you can see his head. You can see his head. But yeah, he rolls around quite nicely. And I'm just happy to have this, okay? This is a figure that I have not been able to get, so I'm happy to get this. A lot of people are pissed off about this, but it is what it is. He looks fantastic. Alright, so here we go for comparisons in alt mode. So here we go for the Transformers Studio Series Commander Class Optimus Prime with Hound and Hot Rod. Hot Rod being one of the best figures Hasbro has ever made, and Optimus Prime being one of the best figures Hasbro has ever made as well. Sizes up pretty nicely, I think. Maybe just a little bit too big for Hound, but either way, he looks pretty good. You can put Hound on the back if you wanted to. And of course, here we go for Hot Rod. That way you guys get that idea of size comparisons between these two figures. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review of the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye Hound. If you guys did, give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And I will see you next time here on Prime Energon. Peace.